In today's world, the importance of personal protective equipment or PPE has never been more evident. Properly donning and doffing PPE is not just a routine task, it is a critical step in ensuring the safety of both healthcare workers and patients. Whether in a healthcare setting, laboratory, or any environment where protection is paramount, mastering the art of donning and doffing PPE is essential for infection control and prevention. Join us as we delve into the meticulous process of donning and doffing PPE, focusing on the intricate details that can make all the difference in maintaining a safe and sterile environment. And now, let's move forward in demonstrating the donning of PPE. First step is the hand hygiene. Begin it by thoroughly washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Next, put on a clean, white lab gown, ensuring it fully covers your torso from neck to knees, arms to wrists, and wraps around your back. Secure the gown at the neck and waist, and button it properly. The third one is don a surgical mask, ensuring a tight fit around your nose and mouth. Next, put on a clean hairnet to prevent hair from containing the sterile environment. Next, we have the eye protection. Put on a face shield to protect your eyes from splashes or airborne particles. And lastly, don a clean gloves, ensuring it extends beyond the cuffs of your gown. Now, you are properly equipped with the PPE for the task at hand. When you are finished, it is crucial to remove the PPE safely to avoid the contamination, and that's we call the doffing. So the first step is remove the gloves by carefully peeling them off, avoiding contact with the outer surface, and dispose it. Always remember that in doffing any of these PPE, you must do a hand hygiene or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. After doing it, remove the hairnet by carefully lifting it from your head. Do the proper hand hygiene, then remove the face shield. Do the hand hygiene. Remove the mask by carefully lifting it from your head and do the hand hygiene. And lastly, unfasten the gown or unbutton the gown carefully by removing it away from your body, ensuring the inside of the gown does not touch your skin. Dispose the gown in a designated waste container. And now, let's move on the second version, which utilizes a blue non-reusable gown, gloves, a respirator, and a face shield. So this setup offers a higher level of protection. So to begin with donning, you must begin it by thoroughly washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or you can also use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Next to it, put on the clean blue non-reusable gown, ensuring it fully covers your torso from neck to knees, arms to wrists, and wraps around your back. Secure the gown at the neck and waist. Next, don a respirator, ensuring a tight fit around your nose and mouth. Perform a seal check to verify proper fit. After doing it, put on a face shield to protect your eyes from splashes or airborne particles. And lastly, put on clean gloves, ensuring they extend beyond the cuffs of your gown. As you can see, this setup provides enhanced protection, particularly for procedures involving high-risk pathogens. So doffing PPE in these versions follows a similar sequence, but with a few key differences. First, remove gloves by carefully peeling them off, avoiding contact with the outer surface, and dispose it. Don't forget to wash your hand properly. Then, remove the face shield. Do the hand hygiene. And then, remove the respirator by carefully lifting it from your face, avoiding touching the front of surface. Dispose of the respirator in a designated waste container. Perform hand hygiene. And lastly, unfasten the gown at the neck and waist. Then carefully remove it by pulling it away from your body, ensuring the inside of the gown does not touch your skin. Dispose the gown in the designated waste container. Remember, proper donning and doffing procedures are crucial for maintaining a safe and hygienic environment. Always follow your facility's protocols and seek guidance from your supervisor or infection control team. That's it, and thank you for watching.
Where there ain't enough